Hi, friends. I am trying this again, okay? I'm really sorry it's been a delay, but here we go. Here is going to be your Seesaw tutorial. Um, all right, let's get started. Because I'm an ambassador, I have all of these training slides that I get to share with you, and I'm very excited about sharing all about Seesaw. It is an amazing digital journal that I have been using with my kindergartners all year long, but especially during our distance learning for the past 3 weeks. And it's been an amazing tool for me to see what my kids are doing at home and for them to communicate um, back and forth. It's been fantastic. So let's get started. All right, you can use Seesaw on any digital device and on your computer as well. It operates on all of these things right here. So today I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of an intro into Seesaw and how you can use it to communicate with your families and how to get your students on it and get started and get connected. There is a video that you can watch for time purposes. I'm not going to show it to you guys right now, but if you guys would go onto YouTube, there are tons of videos that you guys can find to watch it there. And if you guys really want to see it, I can send you guys a link too. Um, it is a portfolio platform where kids can share work. It allows them to be super creative with these kinds of things. They can talk, they can draw, they can do amazing kind of work on this kind of um, platform, which is really, really kind of cool. And there are tons of ways for you to get inspired and share ideas with your classroom from all these teachers around the world and globe too. So students can use their technology. They can see what the kids are doing. We can reply back to the kids and give them feedback. And families can even be connected too to see what their kids are doing also. So here is an example of a first grader, and he took a picture of his math problem, and actually, oops, sorry about that, he can explain what he did. Let's see. I'm going to click on this and listen. Watch what happens. Ooh, it's kind of hard to hear. You really can't hear it, but he is talking about that, but you just can't hear it very loudly. I don't know how to make it louder. So with Seesaw, kids can take a picture, they can draw on it, and they can speak to explain their thinking, which is really, really neat. So you could hear kids reflect, apply their thinking, explain concepts, and really just tell you the way they solve their problems. Seesaw is free, and right now with all of the home learning going on, I'm going to give you guys a way to sign up. You guys can get Seesaw for schools right now. There is I think a 60-day program going on. It works on, like I said before, any of these devices for the kids so that you can access it at home. Now, let me show you what a class would look like. So when you, as a teacher, sign up, this is what it would look like. This is the teacher name over here. The journal, this is where all of the kids and their assignments go. The activities, this is where each student sees the work that they have to all their assignments that they need to finish. Inbox is where you communicate back and forth with your students. Skills is something that we can get, I could talk to you guys about a little bit later on. That's a little bit more advanced, and a blog is something else that's a little bit more advanced. But like this is like all the kids that you would have in your class, and this is like a feed. This is like what Seesaw looks like. It kind of looks like a Facebook feed. So when the kids complete the assignments, they go here and you can scroll and see all of their work. When the kids are done and you approve their work, they only see their work, but you get to see everybody else's work. So when you first get started, you sign up. And for our purposes, I'm going to show you guys in a minute. I made a little PD session for us to look at. So you sign up as a teacher. right there. And then you would add all your students over here. And I'm going to show you how you can get connected, how you can get your students connected while they are at home right now with all of the home learning. This is like the gear icon, and you'd have to sign out right now. And then this, when we were in school, is how my students would sign in. We had a QR code that they would sign in for every time, and it was really easy. So I'm going to switch over here real quick. This is the PD session that I created for us. When I signed up, I made my PD session, and if I wanted to get my sample students learning, I would just click this get home learning code. So when you sign up and you create your teacher account and you add your students, then you can get these codes and everybody gets their own code. I, a couple weeks ago, emailed all of my students this code, and it's very easy. All they have to do is just click it once and it gets them connected to my Seesaw classroom, and then they are ready to go. So when they get all of that, they are connected and ready to go. And now you are ready to start adding activities. But how do you do that? Well, let me show you. This green button right here is how you're going to add. So I click that and I click Assign Activity. Now, how do you find activities? Well, this is called My Library. This library here is activities that I have found from the community. In the community, this is connected to my grade level. So since I'm kindergarten, I have found all these are activities that have been posted by other kindergarten teachers from all around. So you go around and let's say you find something that you really like. Oh, this morning fluency practice, this kind of looks good. I can click the heart and that would save it to my library. See how that says save to my library? And then when I would go back to my library, it is there. You can pick any subject. And if you wanted to differentiate, you could even go down to first grade or if you wanted to go to a different grade level, whatever, you could go to different subjects. They even have different languages, which is really nice too. Or if you just wanted to look on some remote learning ideas, right there. If you wanted to learn, different topics, just different ideas, it's wonderful. Now, if your school is a part of Seesaw, they right like this right here. This is everybody in my district that is connected and has submitted ideas or videos or things like that. So if I look through here and there's something that I like, oh, I might like this book study, so I might connect that. And connect it in my library. So when I go back to my library, these are different. See, there's that morning fluency thing that I found from before. Okay, so if I want to assign something like this as a worksheet of mine, I can click assign. I can click it to my PD session and I can assign it to my one class. And then that my students will be able to work on it. If I wanted to schedule it and have it go out on a specific date, I can do that too. And that's what I've been doing for my own kindergarten class. I've been assigning certain activities to go out every morning at 8 o'clock. Okay. So that's how you find activities. Now, when you want your students to go on and do it, let me see if I can go back. Let me see if I can go back one more. I'm going to try and show you. Let me go back to the class. Sorry, guys. Oops. Sorry. Go to the journal. All right. They wanted me to log out and be as the student, but I'm going to see if I can go onto the sample student and go to journal. Okay, so if you try to go on as the sample student, activities, okay. So now I already put something in here for the sample student to do. I don't think I showed you this. Hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I did assign this to the student already. How did I do that? Let me go back and show you again. Assign activity. Let me walk you through it. Assign to the PD session, assign to one class. Okay? That's how I do it. So now I'm going to go back to my class. Okay, now the student, when they see this as their activity, they're going to click add response. I am the sample student. If you want, when the teacher assigns it, there could be instructions. If this button is here, that means there are instructions from the teacher to do it. So I would play it. Okay, so there are tools. Oh, I had to finish, sorry. There are tools that should be at the bottom. I don't know why they didn't come up. Maybe, I don't know why. I didn't get to play around a lot with this. Oh, maybe I didn't finish adding it. Oh, no. I just submitted unfinished work. Okay, so that means I just submitted this because I clicked that green check button, but it's not done. So if the teacher would see it, the teacher could actually send it back. Okay, let's go back to activities and see if we could try it again. Add response, sample student. All right, so you're supposed to be able to like pull up these tools and be able to draw on it and add responses and like actually work on here. Now, let's see if no, it's just going to let me play it again. I must have not uploaded it the correct way. Right, let's delete it. I am going to go back and we're going to find a different activity that maybe, let's try this, this one here. Oh, this one is just, I found this free one in a kindergarten Facebook group, and I don't know what it is. I just found it on Facebook. Let's see what it does, all right? Let's just see. So, oh, this is what I wanted in mind, but it didn't work up. So you see these, this is like to write a text box. This is to draw with a pencil or marker. So I guess you just can draw or maybe just use a text box. You can record with a microphone. You can take a picture. You can upload. You can make shapes. You can do all kinds of other things. So this just says building with the words. Use this to begin building words. So that was just, that's all you do. So I guess you just click and just drag. I don't know. There you go. There's a word. And then I guess you can just submit that. And that's all it is. So there. With that kind of a letterboard template, you could just probably do whatever you want. All right. So that was a quick little tutorial. And all right, here comes part 2. So I really wanted to just quickly go over a couple more things. How you upload, like let's say you have your own activity that you want to create for your students. You can create anything that you want and assign it to your students with this little button right here. You click create new activity. Whatever you're going to call your activity, you can just put it right here. You can type your own instructions here. You can record them. I have a really neat icon template that I'm very happy to share with all of you guys, where it has like some of those pictures, like the tools that they use. And I'm happy to share that with you if you would like. I'm going to show you a really cool guide that I'm also willing to share with all of you too at the end of this. This down here, if there is a template that you want to share with your students, like how I put that math worksheet that I wanted to be able to type on, but I wasn't sure how to do it, this is where you would do it. Or like that letter activity I showed you where the kids were dragging and dropping, you want to put it in this kind of area right here. Anything that you want your kids to be able to type on, write on, whatever. you need to be putting it right down here. If you put something up there, no one's going to be able to edit it on anything. You want to be able to put it on something down there. So that's just something that I have learned. I'm learning these things also as I go along. Um, so that is how you can create your own activity that you want. If there's nothing else that you don't find that suits your needs in the community library. But this community library has so many things, like a ton. And like I said, there's that Facebook group also. So if you were at school, you can use that QR code to sign in. I sent home, like I said, those home learning codes. You can have the kids take pictures and add their voice to photos. You can have them practice their sight words. If you guys are still working on stuff like that at home, they can take pictures and add, like I said, they can add their voice and draw on top of the pictures and explain their thinking. There's just so many amazing things that kids can do with this digital journal. And this is how I'm taking my grades for the kids for the last couple of weeks to school. We were using it as literacy stations throughout the year. We would do it for math and we would do it for science. It's great for fluency. I did this a lot last year when I was teaching first grade. My kids would read poems and they would record themselves, and then I'd get to go back and listen to them and see how they were doing with their reading and stuff like that. There are drawing tools, like I said. So this is a really neat thing because this explains what all of the tools can do. And there's really neat because a lot of the older kids, there's like a snipping tool where you can go and like snip things from other websites and upload it and do like your annotating notes and stuff like that. Like it's an incredible tool to have and to use in the classroom. You can do an oral counting assessment. A lot of my kids, if they didn't want to do a lot of the digital activities, I'm having them take pictures and just upload it to Seesaw as the proof that they're working. And I'm having them do like labels of like what day they're doing things on. So, I mean, there's just so many different ways to use this tool. So, like I said, I have a really neat getting started guide. And I actually have it for kindergarten, first grade, second grade, like all these grade levels. This is just the kindergarten one that I downloaded. And it literally walks you through step by step of how to get started on Seesaw. It's amazing, amazing. If you guys are interested in this, please send me a message and I am happy to get you started with this. I mean, it literally will walk you through step by step of how to do everything, and it's amazing. So feel free to send me a message. I hope that this has helped you a lot. As I am learning more, I am going to do some more videos for you guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to send me a message and I will do everything I can to help you guys with this. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.